we're gonna stick with football now, and we're going into what's been going on in Tampa Bay as Skip
You mean
Bayless.
Tampa.
Tampa
Tampa
Bay,
Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
as
Tampa
Skip
Bay.
Bayless so eloquently likes to put it. Um,
I tell you
Bruce
what's been
Arians
going on.
is Bruce Arians is out here just throwing Tom Brady under the bus like every chance he gets.
Bro, is he really throwing them under the bus or is he telling the truth?
I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it because I feel like his offense and what Tom does, they don't mesh. Tom is not a let's throw the ball down the field all game long kind of quarterback. He's a quarterback that's like quick hitters, slants, out routes, dump offs, things like that. Bruce Arians is like, we're going home run. We're going home run. And they got the wide receivers for a home run, but they don't necessarily have the offensive line to keep Brady upright.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have the scheme that Brady's comfortable in. We've seen that Brady can be successful under a certain scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a coach that's ideology is a complete 180 from that scheme. So Bruce Arians is like, man, he missed that throw in the game. We don't miss that in practice. Or I don't know, he's out there, he looks confused, or he just missed it. You got a first ballot Hall of Famer running your offense who's had success, and you were just poo-pooing all over what he's doing for your team.
What's the key words you just said?
Poo-poo?
Had
Oh.
success. Everything you done before you got to Tampa Bay really doesn't matter. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now?
Did somebody get a one-up?
So, someone raised their hand. Who would like to speak? Nah, man. I'm not the biggest Brady supporter, and you're right. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but the accolades that you have prior to coming to Tampa Bay and prior to this season, none of that matters. Like, it doesn't matter because it doesn't impact their play on the field. Mm-hmm. What are you doing right now?
Getting your ass handed to you on Sunday. That's what you're doing right now.
You know, missing throws, overthrows. I don't know if it's miscommunication. Some of this stuff looked like miscommunication between him and the receivers. But to your point, he's not a throw the ball downfield every play type of quarterback. He's a dink and dunk quarterback, and it works for him. So they have to. I mean, it's year one ruffles. That's all it is.
But I mean, he's like, okay, let's do some motion before the play. They don't do motion in Tampa Bay, so he can't read the defense as well. He's like I told you, he's not a down the field kind of guy. He's like dink, dunk, take what the defense gives you.
Exactly.
And Arians is like, no, man, we're going for it.
We're trying to hit the home run every play.
What's the other option? What's their other option besides Tom Brady?
No, I was going to say Jameis Winston. It ain't Jameis.
He's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I don't know who that backup is.
I don't know.
So it's nobody important. So Bruce needs to chill out, because you ain't got nobody you can go to. Otherwise,
bro. He don't need to chill, man. He just telling it like it is. Like, why are you missing these throws? Like, I'm sure he would probably think like everyone else thinks. It's Tom Brady. He's the GOAT, quote. But at the end of the day, you're in a new offense with new players in really a shortened season, as far as off-season activities is concerned. But honestly, to me, I just think it's the year one, Trink ruffles. The year one ruffles. Like, you got to understand the offense, number one. Right. And then number two, you have to tailor that offense to your quarterback. You wanted Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Or Tom Brady wanted to come to Tampa. I don't know if that was his first choice or not. But you just gotta. It's growing pains. It's the growing pains.
But with that said, like you said, you have to cater to your quarterback. You have
your other option is Blaine Gabbert.
And then after him is Ryan Griffin.
So
Oh
again,
yeah, put Blaine Gabbert in there. Put Blaine in there.
Roll him out there.
Nah,
He'll do
man,
what I'm asking him. He'll do
you
what
do
I'm
have to
He'll
tailor
throw
to
the
your
ball.
quarterback. You do have to tailor to your quarterback, but at the end of the day, the offense is going to be the offense. And we all know Bruce Arians ain't about to turn the offense into a dink and dunk offense. You got to move the ball.
No.
You have
Yeah.
the receivers to move the ball. Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Godwin.
yeah.
So you have the pieces. So I want to blame it on the offensive line because it's Tom Brady. Like how often is Tom Brady taking sacks? I just think he's getting older in age.
Well, and
His starting to mean more now at 42, 43.
He's definitely in the footsteps more now, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
England, was he able to run the offense the way he wanted to? Did Belichick give him that option?
Belichick's a defensive guy.
Belichick took the defense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe he's not used to a head coach running the offense the way he wants to.
They need to give him, for Tom Brady to succeed, he needs the Peyton Manning treatment. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be the guy, not baby, but he needs to be the guy in control. He needs to be the guy that's running the offense, telling everybody, hey, this is where you are. This is your assignment. This is what we're running. He succeeds that way because that's what he's used to. After all those years in New England, he's having to reprogram himself now, and he ain't no spring chicken. He ain't no young buck. And he's now to the point where they're telling him it's a new system.
Right.
At 42, learn something new.
Right.
Ain't nobody on this panel 40 yet, but if they told you tomorrow, learn something new,
It'll take a minute.
I mean, he made that choice though.
I'm 38, and I'm learning a new system at work, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And you ain't got no 300-pound dudes coming at you while you're trying to learn this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a process. You know, that's a Garrett thing. It's a process.
That's what I'm saying. It's the growing pains, the year one growing pains. Next year, I mean, it's the Aaron Rodgers. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like
him and LaFleur.
People trashed him last year, but all he did was go 26-4, 26 TDs, 4 interceptions. And this year, we see what he's doing because he knows the offense now. You get what I'm saying? So I think Brady will be all right next year. So I don't know that they're going to be in.
You think he'll be back next year?
They're not doing horrible. They're 7-5. So
you think he'll be back next year? Well, they got swept by New Orleans, so New Orleans got that division.
But you're talking about Drew Brees, New Orleans. I mean,
he got the hunger to want to win another championship, so he'll definitely be back next year.
Oh yeah.
So
he has something to prove, bro.
I'd say the next
within
the next
team.
In 2 years, he's gonna retire, bro. After that, it's over.
He might try to pull Brett Favre on us and just keep playing year after year after year.
I hope not, because it kind of looks like he's falling off the cliff right now.
Something else I saw that I wanted to touch base with you guys on. I haven't talked with you guys about it, but I like to spring these on you from time to time. What do you guys think about Josh Gordon being reinstated again from suspension?
Cool with it.
This is like 6 or 7 now where he's coming back.
I mean, bro, all of the drug stuff, I don't know, man. I mean, I wish him the best. I hope he does well. I like Josh Gordon. He's not the same Josh Gordon that we saw in 2012, 13.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, he keep getting a second chance. So maybe it'll change his life around. But I'm cool with him being reinstated because they changed the policy with drugs, or at least marijuana.
with weed.
Yeah.
You know, we saw, you know, one of our guys come back, David Irvin, to another team. But
Randy
Josh Gordon is,
Gregory.
yeah,
Was
Josh
having those
Gordon is
problems
Randy
too.
Gregory.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
I don't mind it.
But I would like to see Cap get another chance.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I don't mind him getting another chance, but I heard the stories from the talking heads like this guy is just prone to being dumb, doing things he knows better than to be doing. He's got a criminal background and he overcame it, made it to the league, and he can't break away from old habits. And the reason why he's not succeeding is because they can't baby him 24/7. They can't coddle him with kid gloves, and he cannot be trusted on his own. So I think with the weed being the league being lenient as far as weed goes, maybe that'll help if he's not doing other things. Bro, you're talking about getting high, getting drunk before games. Like, dog, you made it. You're a success. You're one of the very few that get to go to the league as a pro. And not only did you make it, you were a star. And you couldn't give up those vices for the betterment of yourself and your family and the people around you. You'd rather smoke weed than get paid and be a success. And then they bring you back and you do it again and again and again and again.
Was it just weed or was it other things?
Nah, it was a lot of other stuff. Like the dude was drinking codeine cough syrup. I think I read something about cocaine. So I mean, you know, when you got a habit like that, bro, you it's hard to kick regardless of what it is that you're doing in life. Like I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? I was an alcoholic. And it took me having a life changing experience to be like, all right, I gotta really give it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like it's life or death. I gotta give it up. But until you have that experience, it's gonna be hard to keep. Like all the help in the world is not enough help. So I won't, you know, talk bad about him for what it is that he's doing. You know, hopefully he is bettering himself. I think when he went to New England, or was that Antonio Brown, where Tom Brady let him like was like, you can come be my roommate or something.
That was AB.
Like come stay at our house.
That was AB.
Yeah, that was AB.
Something in New England, or it may have been Seattle when he first got to Seattle with Josh Gordon. They were like, you know, we want to get him some help. We want to do this, put him with these people. And the smallest thing might click to him, like putting his locker next to Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might click like, all right, man, I really got to clean it up. Like I'm getting older now. My body not the same. I want to go out here and be the best version of me that I can be. Because the dude is only like, what, 28?
He is
29?
Yeah, he's still in his 20s, I believe.
Like
Late
he ain't
20s.
even 30.
It feels like he's been around forever, but yeah, he's in his 20s.
Yeah. So
Imagine that though, man. You got Lockett, Metcalf, and if he's healthy and he's any sort of former player that he used to be, Josh Gordon.
yeah.
Now you're cooking.
Because when you look at, I mean, Shannon Sharp said it, bro. When you look at DK Metcalf, what did you see? What Josh Gordon could have been.
Could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Josh, they called him the Flash, bro. He was fast.
Yeah.
He was big body. He'd catch everything, but he was undisciplined. That's his biggest thing. He was undisciplined, and you hate
Just
to
come
see
from
it.
being in Cleveland.
He wanted it. I don't blame him. I'd be an
Blame
alcoholic
DJ.
too. I'd be smoking weed all the time if I played in Cleveland. I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm out. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that. So I'm glad to get that feedback.